Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. I'm doing pretty well today. It's 11:30. This is video number 3 of the day. I am doing good. I'm trying to get a bunch of content ready for the next few days when I'm going to be offline. I'm busy doing a bit of God bothering. Right? This is the newest New Year. Lots of praying. Although. One of the good things about the pandemic is, like, okay, normally prayer services go like 3.5 hours, 4 hours. They're a long time. Like, God, when I was in rabbinical ceremony, they were like 7 hours. It was crazy, okay? Crazy. It was a long time. But because of, was it Corona last year, nobody was allowed to go inside synagogues. Everybody had like these outdoor prayer services. And it was very, very hot out. It was like the middle of the summer for us. Like, it was a hot year. So finally, a lot of people instituted that they'll do a cut down version of the prayer service. So it's going to be 2.5 hours, which is, tell you, going from 7 hours, 2.5 hours. You're like, yeah. Although I like it. I don't, but I'm a crazy religious weirdo. What do you want at me? But there's the one thing I've always, because you read the Bible and there's the whole thing. One thing that's always, this is going to tie into the video. Relax, it's coming. One thing that's always confused me is the expression, and God remembered. He goes, and God remembered Abraham and blessed him with, ferrets or whatever they gave him at the time, right? Like, isn't part of God being, omnipotent? That means you're at every point at space and time simultaneously, and it's literally impossible to forget. What the hell was that talking about? I think I haven't answered that with this video, right? I normally do a search for news, and I'm looking for stuff to talk about Doctor Who. And an article from the Nerdist came up, and I know the Nerdist is just such an unbelievable ideological shill full of absolute insanity and nonsense, right? And I know this, right? But I forgot. And then I remembered, and then much like, and God remembered Abraham, then I remember. So we're going to be looking at this article. We might look at 2 articles about Phasmin. Now, I can't see how that's not going. The only way I can see how that isn't coming is if it got derailed with the new season 13, right? Like, I wonder what they were going to do for season 13. Who cares? Okay, who cares? Listen, you could release a script book and maybe you sell 14, maybe 15 copies. Who knows? Let's go for it, mate. But of the original season 13. The only way Phasmin is not going to make Phasmin, by the way, is a romantic entanglement between the 13th Doctor, who I don't think is the 13th Doctor, and Yaz, Phasmin. Okay, so it's the romantic entanglement too. Clearly, during Revolution of the Dalek, Yaz wants to get it on with the Doctor, right? Yaz wants to finger the Doctor, okay? I don't really think we can say it any more politely than that way. No, that's not true. There's a lot more polite ways we could have said it than that. I don't think I'm choosing to say it any more politely than that. Bit of Phasmin out. So the Nerds, bless them, they have done an article about Phasmin, and they are so into it, so freaking into it. So I think that might be funny. And then they follow up with another article about how Yaz is underused. Whatever, fine. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That'll be fan-freaking-tastic. Fan-dabby double dozy. Thank you very much. Can you hit the share button? Also fan-dabby double dozy. Funnily enough, they're in the same Venn diagram, or fan-dabby double dozy. You'll find them both there. Like, share, subscribe. If you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. If you're not subscribed, go and give it a punt. Why not? Listen, mate. It's do you want to make a rabbi happy? Yeah. You want to give a rabbi a happy ending? No, normally that costs $40, but right now we can do it for free. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. I mean, Oh, my God, does that a ball of spit just build up in my mouth there? I have a little video thing in front of me telling me I can't tell. I have to wind it back and see. Anyway, because I got so excited. Yeah, I actually really am very grateful for you subscribing. Thank you very much. As I said, if you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. YouTube will unsubscribe. I know it sounds crazy. I know. Listen. I understand. I'm a Doctor Who fan that tells dick jokes. That's basically who I am, right? And YouTube finds me a danger to society, so they unsubscribe you, right? That shows you where we are in 2021. Like, share, subscribe, comment. This is coming offline, I think, this week. It's going to print on Monday, which is probably in the past by the time I post this video. My Indiegogo, 2 freaking awesome comic books. You got Biblical Biosaurus, Aether Traces, Rationalist Rogues. It's 240 pages long. I wrote and drew it, and may I say I did a pretty good job. It is very biblically accurate, not preachy. It's telling a story, which I think is kind of cool. And we got this book, The Imperium, a love letter to Telly Fantasy in the 1960s, Doctor Who, Emma Peel, The Black Sabbath from 2001, James Bond, Monkey in a Spacesuit, bit of Prisoner, bit of Thunderbirds. It's all in there for you, baby. Bonkers fun. We got a great backup strip with not Dominic Ratto on the art. It's Stefano Cardacelli, the Ice Warriors. It's a cool thing to have. This is how are we going? This is 120 pages long now. We just supersized it, and you get a whole bunch of posters and cards and stuff. You get this poster. This is A2, which is 18 by 22 or 24. They're big, baby. They're big. You get these cards for the male gaze, which I can't wait to actually get physical copies of. I am so psyched for these. Oh, a bit of Perry there. Listen. I don't know. Would I do a for the male gaze Thasman card? It seems amazing to me, like that. Somebody would say, you're gonna get a Doctor Who lesbian fantasy, and I go, ew. Like, that's how much Jodie Whittaker turns me off. Oh yeah. Listen, Amanda Gill, reasonably hot, but I have to tell you, the essential stupidity that's clearly going, the vacantness in the head, I know, it just feels a bit wrong. It just feels a bit wrong. Honestly, I don't know how universal this is. I find people being smart more attractive. Like if you're smart and good looking, I'm way more turned on by anything else. Like Gillian Anderson, right? Gillian Anderson, really weird, played Margaret Thatcher in The Crown, and she's like, what, in 50s, right? Because she's so freaking smart, and she is. She's clearly a smart person by the way she interprets her parts, right? She looked and sounded exactly like Margaret Thatcher, and I was there at the time, like exactly like Margaret Thatcher. And Margaret Thatcher is the least sexy being ever to have existed in the world. I mean, honestly, I think I'd rather sleep with Mary Whitehouse. I don't think she would be on board for that, quite frankly. But Margaret Thatcher, and yet weirdly, the Gillian Anderson, Margaret Thatcher in The Crown turn me on. It's weird, okay? I'm a weird guy. What can I tell you? Anyway, so yeah, that's probably why we won't see a Thasman for the male gaze card. And then you get a bunch of posters. I'm gonna give you guys an extra poster because we're doing so great. Okay, we've exceeded my expectations. I'm really very chuffed about this. So thank you very much. Let's have a look over here. A bit of Nerdist action. I used to like the Nerdist, right? This is the real tragedy of the age. Like, I used to like the Nerdist. I used to like Screen Junkies. Now I just see them as being pointless shills who are frankly inferior to me at doing this stuff, right? So it's weird how weird times are indeed. What can happen next on Doctor Who with 13 Enyas? So this came out way back in January, and that aged badly. What can happen with 13 Enyas? Look, it's so obvious through Revolution of the Dalek. I can't not say it that way. Like, every time I heard, now she said it that way. Jodie Whittaker. Okay, if you don't know the story, she was on, who was it? Is it James Corden? James Corden being a bigger pussy than he normally is. Was simping around, and she said, "Oh, I got an exclusive for you. The name of my new story, my special." It wasn't very special. It's called Revolution of the Dalek. No, it wasn't. It's Revolution of the Daleks, you imbecile. Oh, she's such an imbecile. Anyway, that's why I have to say it that way. I have to say, just in the same way, the town next to me is called Alfie Menasha. Whenever I pass a sign for it, I can't not say Alfie. It's just what I got to do. You know, it's like, and my wife just knows it's coming. And I don't drive because she's always driving. I go Alfie. That's how they would call Alfie Moon in EastEnders. Back when I used to watch it. Okay. It's Phasmin time, and oh boy, they are flicking their button off like crazy here, aren't they? 13 and Yaz will take on season 13 after Graham and Ryan's emotional yet rather unceremonious exit. Well, make up your bloody mind. Emotional yet rather unceremonious. It was weird. That exit was weird. It was like, firstly, it was Ryan saying, Ryan said, yeah, I've had enough. I'm off. And Graham's like, yeah, I'll come with you, mate. I'll come with you, cockle. I'm on my way. Like, they were out that door. Yeah, I'm going to go to HBO Max. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, I'm doing blankety blank. Goodbye. The dinosaurs go as they left. Then you had this weird scene where he's trying to teach him how to ride a bike again, and you get a weird, like, spectral version of his wife, Grace. It just... unceremonious and emotional. Wasn't emotional. There was no emotional resonance to it whatsoever. A new companion named Dan will step into the TARDIS for reasons that aren't exactly clear, because, well, we really don't need a guy there right now. Oh, might get in the way of the carpet munching, right? It's like that might. Oh no, am I being? What's the female equivalent of being cock blocked? I guess cock blocked, she's being blocked by a cock, that's for sure. But even with a replacement, Yaz and 13, undoubtedly special relationship. Very, very special. Special relationship that dare not speak its name. Will continue to grow and evolve. Okay. God, it's every word of this code, grow and evolve. No one knows when we will get a new episode. Still not bait. This is 8 months ago. 8 months ago, and the fall of America ago, and it's several times over actually. This was January 2nd. And we still don't know. They're saying it's going to be this year in the fall. I reckon it's going to be next month or so. It would be my guess. I don't know. And I guess they're going to do another special on New Year's Day for some reason. Because they want people to point and laugh at the BBC and go how awful they are. Like, that could be, look, BBC are into weird sex stuff. I am no doubt you got to that boardroom and people are slamming their dicks in drawers. Like, oh, thank you, Sir Jeffrey Fuvonk. I'm sure that's going on. Maybe they're a bit into the masochistic thing, right? That's why there's more Doctor Who. But even we'll continue to grow and evolve. Okay. No one's know when we'll get new episodes, but it leaves a lot of time for speculation. Yeah, it did that. Thankfully, Revolution of the Daleks gives us a few new... It felt bad not saying Revolution of the Dalek. Gives us a few new hints on what's going on with Yaz and the Doctor's minds and how they might proceed in the future. They will proceed by Yaz putting her tongue, I think, into the Doctor's stunning and brave vagina, okay? That's my prediction on where they're going to go, okay? In the Doctor's mouth and upper bum, probably, as well, okay? So, that's where I see this. That's where I see this playing out. And again, that is not turning me on. Is really an indictment. In the beginning of the episode, Yaz and the only companion who refuses. Yaz is the only companion who refuses to accept the Doctor may not come back. Listen, we were all hoping for that, Yaz. That she might not come back. The new trailer for Time to Die. Leave me alone. I just want no Time to Die to come out so I can find out if it's going to be as awful as they keep telling us it might be, right? Okay, go put that over there. Leave me alone with this. In the beginning, yes, the Doctor might not come back. Yeah, they're all happy to move on with their lives, right? She's spending her days and nights inside the spare TARDIS. Spare TARDIS. So shit. In the spare TARDIS, trying to figure out how to find 13. Yaz's allegiance to the Doctor has always been much stronger than her companions because she wants to shag her. For God's sake, listen. I mean, I will always have my wife's back. Okay, I mean, I love my wife. We've been together for a long time. Yeah, we've raised a family. We've lived a life together. But, like, you know, that we have sex is really quite an important part of why I always have her back, you know? I mean, like, that's really, really high up there. And if anybody is trying to work out how to have a good marriage, that is a component. Okay? Let me tell you, that is a reasonably important component. But it really comes through when the Doctor finally reunites with the fam and Jack Hartnett. She's like, oh, I thought you were dead. I thought I'd never taste those luscious. Oh. She's so overwhelmed and upset that she shoves the Doctor hard. Oh, shove it hard, baby, shove it hard. I'm sorry, I didn't write this, they did, okay? A move that shocks everyone in the room. Not me so much. The Doctor can only apologize for her absence, but it leaves Yaz in an emotional lurch. Yes, much like everything in the Chris Chibnall era, much like everything. There's a subtlety of a brick, right? Yes, obviously, Yaz wants to sleep with the Doctor, and like, you know, how could this not be everybody's perfect power couple, right? The time-traveling conundrum. Jack Harkness later confronts Yaz about her feelings for the Doctor. He's been able to relate to her emotions after his own experience with the ninth Doctor. He had no freaking experience with the ninth Doctor! He gave him a kiss because Rusty Davies wanted to make a weird point. There was no emotional connection between Captain Jack, sexual or otherwise, and the ninth Doctor, you freaking weirdos, okay? You are all weirdos. He's able to relate to the ninth Doctor. Viewers missed some of it on screen, but Jack travels with Nine and Rose for unspecified amount of time before they separate during the parting ways. Listen, you know what we're up for if the first episode of season 13 is the parting of the thighs, right? Yeah, now we might have an idea. Yaz recognizes their common history with the Doctor and opens up about thoughts about during 13th absence. Okay, it felt cruel not to show something I couldn't have anymore. It felt like I would rather not have known. I would rather have not have met her, because having met her and then being without her, that's worse. How do you deal with that? See, this is what I don't understand. I don't like. Have you seen seasons 11 and 12? I don't understand where this emotional connection comes from. They say it a lot of the time, right? They say, oh, Doctor, you're the best. You're so fantastic. You're wonderful. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for your very presence. Oh, you're so good. You're going to save everybody, before she buggers off and lets an old bloke blow up the Sidemen instead of her, right? You're the best. You know that time that you destroyed the whole human race? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're still the best. And Yaz, you're the bestest police person ever. Oh, ever. And you've overcome your mental health problems to become the bestest police person ever, even though we've never mentioned them. Like, how is any of this set up? Jack reassures her that meeting the Doctor and traveling in the TARDIS is a rare opportunity that makes them special. You're special. And honestly, the entire Twitterati, their whole life revolves around being special, right? Their entire life revolves around, oh, I gotta be special. I wish I was special. I understand you want to be special. And everyone's got to be special. If you don't look like the Doctor, you're not special. So the Doctor's got to look like everyone, because everybody's special. You schmucks! If everybody's special, nobody is special. Ugh. Special. He tells Yaz to enjoy the time they have, because no one can control when it will end. Well, you can. The companions normally control when it ends, because they say, I'm leaving now. Did you not see Revolution of the Daleks? Because Ryan said, I'm controlling when this is going to end. And Graham was like, I'm with you, baby. I'm coming. It was just some bollocks dialogue written by Chibnall. Sorry, that's all it was. He tells it because no one knows what's going on. Jack also warns that that the joy will come with more pain. Oh, more pain. If we know anything about Doctor Who, their time together will end. It could be good or it could be horrible. But it's the risk the companions have to take to see the universe. Look, there is no risk watching Doctor Who. You know it's going to be awful, right? There's no like, ooh, I wonder if this is going to be terrible. No, it's going to be terrible. It will be terrible. This conversation fuels Yaz's enthusiastic decision to continue traveling with the Doctor, who is ecstatic to have her right-hand woman on board. And I guess I have a feeling she's going to be using her right hand quite liberally. Yaz is certainly not the first person to develop a strong emotional attachment with the Gallifreyan hero, but she's the first same-sex relationship. So, Chibnall can't resist it, right? Yeah, she's like the second. I mean, you keep Martha, but he wasn't interested in Martha. Commanders like Rose Tyler and Donna Noble wanted to stay in the story forever until bad things shifted those. What? Okay, there's an emotional attachment, but there was like not a sexual attachment with Donna Noble. Perhaps Yaz will cautiously continue to keep Jack's words in mind. However, it doesn't seem like she's really thought about the risk of constantly leaving her family behind. Yeah, don't worry about logic and reason. This is Chibnall Doctor Who. There is none of that there, right? None of that there. What happens to those relationships? They don't care. Nobody's thought this through because nobody gives a damn, right? I mean, literally, the Comic-Con announcement. The Comic-Con, what's the word again I'm looking for? Appearance panel was like so by contractual obligation, right? You had Dan Bishop seemed happy, right? And he carried the whole thing. Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall looked like the losers in the room that they always look like that. They've always looked like ever since the show aired. They look quite confident, right? At that Comic-Con before they aired. Remember when she was like stomping up and down the catwalk? Oh, I'm in my costume. Oh, I'm Doctor Who. I'm not gonna break it. Oh, look at me. Don't be scared of my gender. Oh, I'm the bestest ever. And then the episode said, and everyone went, this is shit. Remember that? I remember that. Where were we? Perhaps Yaz will continue to fill Jack's words out. However, it doesn't seem likely that she's really thought the release. Will she ever really feel ready to come back and stay for good, or will something have to rip her from the Doctor's arms? Oh, don't take me away. Okay, no, listen. This is a strange question for me to ask, right? But why are you getting off on there being this lesbian relationship so much? And this is somebody who doesn't mind lesbian relationships. I'll be quite frank. That would be one of my favorite things. So lesbian relationship, preferably with a large tub of baby oil. Okay, that's the kind of lesbian relationship I enjoy. Because it's stunning and brave. Will she ever really come back, or will something have to rip her from the Doctor? Only time will tell. We can only hope that Yaz will go when it's the right time and find Jack for another chat and maybe a fun job. What's a fun job? I don't know. Fun job? Is that like a hand job? I don't know what that means. What's a fun job? Not watching Doctor Who. That's not a fun job at all. In the meantime, actress Mankiewicz has hinted digital by that Yaz's previous mental health storyline that happened for one episode and didn't work at all may come up in the future. It will definitely come up in the future. You know why it will definitely come up in the future? Because everyone went, oh, that's so stunning and brave. Oh, you're so stunning and brave. And that's what they live for. These utter losers. If you want to be stunning and brave, try being good people, right? How about that for an idea? Try doing things. Don't try doing things altruistically. Try being stunning and brave, morons. Storyline will come up in the future. This wouldn't be surprising considering how the death and destruction often comes to the TARDIS travels. What it does when Jodie Whittaker's driving the bloody TARDIS. I can drive! Crash. Gil it said the next season is prime time for fans to really dig into her character's persona as she really digs into her character's vagina. Honestly, we are far overdue a chance to get to know about Yaz, and hopefully the addition of Dan doesn't take away from the need for this development. I wish they kept with a female TARD, all female TARDIS. They should have just doubled down and done everything that these weirdos want, right? But I guess the higher ups of BBC told them what to do shortly before they fired them, right? That sounds more likely. One thing for sure, it will be shit. The Doctor needs Yaz on her side, or upper ass. Ryan and 13 also have a heartfelt chat about the Doctor's current identity crisis. He's not the Doctor, leave me alone. He reminds her that even though she found out parts of her past are a mystery and a lie, like everything that happened after Twice Upon a Time. She's still the Doctor. She still isn't the Doctor. She's so not the Doctor now. Ryan encourages, what would he know? 13 to go forth and continue to uncover more about her life. Okay, there you go. Because the weird thing. Do you remember that one they say one of the greatest episodes ever, Fugitive of the Jadoo, where they just in the most stupid manner possible found out there was a missing Doctor. Like she dug up a TARDIS. And just the top of a TARDIS, and then they couldn't get into it, so they had to teleport in because they didn't think it through. They just wanted the dramatic moment of like, oh, I'm digging up, it's a TARDIS, and she thinks Dr. Ruth is a future Doctor, and Dr. Ruth thinks Dr. Jodie is a future Doctor. Nobody knows who each other is. Then they just go, trial then. Well, I guess we'll never know. Goodbye. I'm like, wrong with you people? Really? I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to work out. Right, so she's got to go and find out and cover more about life. She needed Ryan to explain it to her in between sucking his thumb. Okay. She thanks him. Thank you for being a friend. Okay. Which is exactly what she needs right now. God. You know what I need right now? Anybody else to be Doctor Who. 13 is in a state of flux between new life revelations and guilt over losing time. What? Time with a fam? Really? I don't remember that. Yaz's friendship and support, along with her brilliance, will be beneficial during these next steps, which we're not going to see. Season 13 starts after a time jump, apparently. And Yaz and Doctor have been traveling together, having fabulous times. Maybe they had the Thasmin then. Maybe we're missing out the Thasmin. I'll be a bit sad. I would love there to be a bit of Thasmin, quite frankly. I love this picture of Mandit Gill doing something sciencey, like she knows what she's doing. Have you ever heard her talk? She is so dumb. And again, I'm not saying that in a pejorative way. Some people are cleverer, some people are stupider, some people are fatter, some people are thinner, some people are faster, some are slower. It's not pejorative. She's just a dummy, okay? She is just a dummy. Or at least she pretends to be one with incredible accuracy. Thanks for being a friend with what needs right now. Yaz's friendship and support brilliant. Friends along with her brilliance. Oh God. Yaz's friendship and support along with her brilliance. Oh, what has she done that's brilliant? Other than people tell her that she's so brilliant. It will be beneficial during these next steps. The Doctor needs someone to take charge. Ooh, she's looking for a top. Take charge. Think quickly on her feet, or off her feet. I think quite is more the plan, and will challenge her when she's wrong. Never, ever. She's going to challenge the Doctor when she's wrong. Doctor's always right, and the bestest ever. All those traits are right there with Yaz. What are you watching? Honestly, you are dropping acid and watching Doctor Who. Because none of that was on screen, right? None of that was on screen. You're just a weirdo, mate. These episodes show Yaz stepping into the Doctor's mind with bold, clear decisions and carrying out tasks with relative ease. What? What? Again, like, how? Listen, I don't know. Listen, we live in strange times. I literally last week saw generals who had oversaw the biggest disaster for in American foreign affairs ever. Right? I mean, it was in Vietnam. Because they say, we did a great job. No, it was great. We did fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, okay. The Doctor and Yaz already have a healthy respect for each other that will only blossom. Ooh, are they going to blossom? Are they? It's is this going to be a flower that Yaz may gently help open? a bloom that Yaz will help grow, help blossom, and they spend more time together. Heart truly grows fonder after an absence. I bet this person's never been in any form of relationship in their life, have they? The Doctor will take Ryan's advice to confront the old and the new. Phasma will have to discover the timeless child's realm for more answers, which will probably set up more questions. Who cares? There's also a possibility that Tectwin, who experimented on a child version of the Doctor to give timeless regenerative abilities, could possibly still be alive? What? What are you sniffing? Like, what are you sniffing, you mad bitch? What? Are you licking your own armpits? What the hell? You are on deep hallucination territory right now. This investigation could possibly lead to the Doctor's biggest mission yet. A solid companion who knows her well is an asset. I mean, look, everything is a double entendre here, isn't it? Oh, yes. Can you be my asset? Can you be my asset? Up my ass. Sure, Yaz and Doctor are heading to a Meringue Galaxy restaurant for fun, but there's still work to be done. Okay, it's time to head for the stars and for adventure, action and answers, and also into bed with each other. I don't understand. I don't understand a lot, okay? There's a lot I don't understand. I don't understand how these people are connecting what we've seen with Doctor Who with action, adventure, and answers, right? What? How? I don't understand how they equate action, adventure, and answers with the Doctor having lesbian sex with Yaz, right? I mean, I'm assuming their gender. I mean, I don't know if either of them have a dick. I assume they don't. Which will still be lesbian sex, so they identify as women. Well, Yaz does. The Doctor's kind of like Franzi. I just don't understand this on so many freaking levels. It's unbelievably stupid. It's unbelievably stupid. You know that. I mean, really, I think it's a bit redundant. And we're talking about Chris Chibnall, Doctor Who. It is unbelievably stupid. So there was another article we were going to look at, but I can't do it, mate. I can't do it. It's too much. My mind is literally melting as we speak. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the your Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.